whenever even a small incident of ragging takes place. Many of the laws of the land in the Indian Penal Code are directly attracted. Unauthorized trespass, physical assault, causing grievous injury, attempt to homicide. Now, all these are there. Extortion, vilification, insulting someone, defamation. Now, many kinds of crimes are actually involved in this. And therefore, once we sensitize society, we have to sensitize our machinery. Police starts taking it seriously, which they are doing. I'm very happy to report that wherever the helpline has referred matters to the station house officers or districts, they've been very forthcoming. And even courts have been advised to fast-track matters of ragging.
Sir, I was just wondering that the education now is international phenomena, and maybe that in other countries and universities elsewhere on other land, these kind of things should be there if it is necessary to be with the students. But I find that in other part of the world, before these regulations, the menace was not that serious and significant. There was a little fun around and all that. What is that in India, that it reached to a level where the regulations and law was to be brought in? Is there something to do with our cultural aspect or historical or whatever? Because on our land, it was, when compared with other, it was significantly very high. Of course, as you have told, and we agree, that it is declining. It is the first year of implementation of regulation, a lot of improvement has seen it. But when we compare with others, can we take some or adopt or adapt something from outside?
Well, I don't think I'm in a position to, without undertaking a sociological study of the whole thing, conclude that the socio-cultural traditions and reasons are somehow more predominant in resulting in this. And I also don't think that there is a case that there is no ragging in other parts of the world. In fact, the history of ragging tells us that it started from the British public school system in boarding schools, and in among armed forces and the soldiers. But it was basically done as some kind of a light-hearted joke being played. You tease your someone who comes new, play a little prank, but then everyone shakes hands and they forget, forgive and forget, and then you become. This was some kind of an initiation into acceptance into a community, but somewhere down the line, this element of bonhomie, the element of it being an act by some pranksters, gave way to some very serious violation of human right to dignity. Now, we went around the country as part of the committee, we did, and we pointedly tried to find out whether socio-cultural reasons were at all at the back of this as an underlying cause. And we found that irrespective of institutions, irrespective of the socio-cultural background of students,
urban divide?
Yes, people from the rural students felt nothing in ragging their rural freshers. So it was not rural versus urban. It was not high-income groups versus low-income groups or marginalized versus the dominant elite. No. There was no such case was made out except in one or two institutions. Yes, I must say that. Those are extreme cases.
Now that the academic session has already set in and things are, happening of lighter side, introductions, fun and all that, and within the, limitations that have been laid down by the committee, Raghavan committee, Students are going afresh to their new classes, and before that certainly they will have some little fun here and there, as the students normally do. What would be your message to them, that to channelize their energy, or to have some kind of a, line drawn between the fun and the ultimate that happen, and so on? We'd like to have your views.
Thanks. You see, what has happened is excessive fun has now led to a situation of zero tolerance for ragging.
Yep.
There can be no ragging even for fun.
Okay.
No familiarization sessions where you tease, you torment juniors.
Because this starts from there only.
Yes. We have said that any interaction will have to be within the presence of teachers and, now some institutions have followed, there are some very good examples. IIT Kanpur, for instance, follows a pattern where there are student mentors from among super seniors who then oversee that the seniors don't indulge in ragging vis-a-vis the freshers. Now we have also launched campaigns of advertising campaigns, both in the audiovisual media as well as the print media. Now, no one has the time or the patience to go through the Raghavan Committee report. But they can certainly, in easy terms, understand that any act resulting in mental abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, verbal abuse, indecent behavior, criminal intimidation, wrongful restraint, undermining human dignity, financial exploitation, extortion, use of force, is each of the above, but what I mentioned, is a criminal offense. A student indulging in ragging can be expelled from the institution, banned from the mess or hostel, denied scholarships, debarred from examinations, denied admission to any institution, prosecuted for criminal action, and prosecuted by police on the basis of the FIR filed by the institution. And in case of ragging, students are advised to make use of the toll-free anti-ragging helpline 1800-180-5522 or simply 15522. And I would also appeal to educational institutions not to go on the defensive and deny, that there is no ragging. Because a denial, when it leads to further inquiry and once it is established that ragging had indeed taken place, can attract severe action on the institution. Thank you.